These latest headlines from ABC15 are sponsored by Lerner and Rowe Injury Attorneys. One call, that's all.
Hey, happy Tuesday. I'm Megan Thompson, tracking your afternoon update of your top stories from ABC15 Arizona. Remembering the life of 16-year-old Preston Lord, today does mark 2 years since the teen was beaten at a Halloween party in Queen Creek. He died 2 days later. His death sparking an anti-teen violence movement in the East Valley. And today there will be a community walk in his remembrance. It begins at 6. Friends, family, and community members will gather at the Queen Creek Police Department. A reminder, today is the last day for you to mail your ballot ahead of next week's special election. However, if you miss the deadline, you can still use a drop box or vote in person at a ballot replacement center. There are dozens of locations available. You can find more information at locations.maricopa.vote. Friday is the last day for early in-person voting, and Election Day is just 1 week from today on November 4th. Well, we do know Arizona families, they are feeling the pressure right now. That's why ABC15 is taking action to help. Tomorrow we are hosting a phone bank to raise money for St. Mary's Food Bank as they brace for a wave of need. Every dollar you donate will help provide food and support to Arizonans facing some tough times right now. So those phone lines will be open tomorrow from 4 to 7 p.m. Hey, it is time to celebrate the heroes that keep our communities safe. It is National First Responders Day, and Smart Shoppers Valley restaurants are showing their appreciation for first responders and military personnel with some special discounts. Dunkin' is giving the first 50 first responders a $5 promo card when they show their badge at participating locations. Burrito Express is offering military and first responders 15% off on the second Tuesday of every month. And the Angry Crab Shack is providing 10% off for teachers, first responders, and veterans with a valid ID.
We may be seeing the beginning of the end for the penny. Local shortages may already be happening in pockets of the country, but most Americans haven't felt it yet.
Most transactions today are digital, but the people who tend to use cash and rely on cash will definitely feel the penny shortage before the rest of us.
Without pennies, businesses will have to decide whether to round prices to the nearest nickel or even dollar, changing the familiar 99-cent effect, where a price just under $1 feels cheaper.
This is called the left digit effect because our brain tends to process information from left to right.
Some companies are already making adjustments. Kroger stores are asking customers for exact change. Truck stop, Love's, and gas station Quick Trip are rounding totals to the nickel.
I think that there is some practical, implementation of rounding that, that businesses are going to do on the fly. I don't necessarily think it's going to have a significant impact on a lot of consumers or businesses.
Under federal rules, retailers that accept SNAP benefits are required to treat customers equally, making rounding totals for cash customers and not for digital transactions a difficult policy decision. The national retail groups sent a letter to Congress in September asking the government to make rules before the shortage issue becomes widespread. From a cost perspective, phasing out the penny makes sense.
We shouldn't be necessarily producing money that the cost is higher.
Popovich says the biggest impacts are likely to be emotional, not economic. The penny has a place in American culture.
We have sayings around the penny, like a penny saved is a penny earned, and find a penny, pick it up all day long, you'll have good luck, and stuff like that. So it feels, I think, emotionally symbolic.
Holly Furfer, Scripps News Group, Atlanta.
With your most accurate forecast on this Tuesday, I'm meteorologist Jorge Torres. It'll be sizzling today, at least for late October standards. We'll start off with temperatures this morning in the upper 60s, though, so the mornings are at least still comfortable. Midday, we're abundant sunshine, tracking temperatures in the mid-80s by then. And by the afternoon, forecasting a high of 93 degrees, or normal high is 85. So it'll be 8 degrees above normal for this time of year later on today in the valley. And across many parts of Arizona, including down south toward Casa Grande, Gila, Bend, Yuma, all in the lower 90s, 50s and 60s up in the high country and along the rim, with 70s in Prescott, Payson, and Sedona, and 80s there in Mojave County, where the winds will crank up today, as we do have a wind advisory this morning through this evening for areas like Lake Havasu City, Lake Mead, and Bullhead City. Gusts here right around 40 to 45. Your 7-day forecast showing those temperatures in the valley staying in the 90s through Thursday. Then we cool down slowly for Halloween and the weekend. Flagstaff highs today only in the 50s. Then we're back in the 60s the rest of the week and weekend too, with overnight lows staying in the 20s and mid to upper 30s.
We will have another update for you tonight. Until then, get the latest news, weather, and traffic at abc15.com, or you can download our free ABC15 mobile app.
These latest headlines from ABC 15 are sponsored by Lerner and Rowe Injury Attorneys. One call, that's all.